Joe Hobart, one of our favorite people on the show, great guest. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We do appreciate your time and your attention, and we love being here with you. Good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Would you look at that? L7X18. We are live. It is Tuesday. This is the Unmasked After Show. And man, 10,000 subscribers last, what was it, Saturday? Sunday? We're already at 10,270. It's climbing. Everyone's looking at the L7X18. It's amazing. Thank you guys that have been here since day one. Already took a look at the L7X video and a 152 dB score on the brand new L7X18. Definitely below 40 hertz. So it did awesome, but let's kick off the show. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
livingloud.tv/giveaway, and you're gonna have a few days in because we need it to be a little rigged. You know, it just wouldn't be the same. Let's get this party started. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is Tuesday. This is the Unmasked After Show, and I had to get the video out there of the L7X just nomming on them in Cookie Monster and the SPL, the old Solo X versus the new. I am exhausted. I was up till almost 5 o'clock last night, woke up at like 11, I'm tired, and I'm like, this is like the show, 10,000 subscriber giveaway. It's just kind of insane. And then, yes, we're going to be doing stuff Friday and then kicking it with Andy on Tuesday. And I feel like Tuesday would be a good day to do more comparisons of the old Solo X18 versus the new, besides just output and power. And, you know, if you didn't see the video, we'll skim through it tonight because, man, that was fun to make and just sharing with you guys. It was so hard. Everyone's like, I've been waiting for this. I'm like, I know. I know. I just metered it. What was it, Sunday? Like it. Boom, boom, boom. And thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you for just watching. You guys are amazing. 10,271 subscribers is just insane. So thank you guys that have been here since day one and then since yesterday. So love you guys. And if you got any car audio kicker questions, this is what we do. So, all right, let's check the comments. Thank you for tuning in, EJ. Appreciate that you're here. Again, we're going to have some new people tuning in. So thank you so much. And take a seat. The guys do not bite. Well, I don't know. Maybe Dubby. Dubby might, but that's okay. Wade, thank you for tuning in. Hope you've been well, man. Yes is the word. Yes is the word. The Solo X18 and just doing numbers and demoing for days. I'm so happy, man. I am beyond happy. Like, I've been wanting to tell you guys and show all the demo videos, and I'm like, all right, the main video's almost done. Let's tease them with the short. 50,000 views. It's doing great. And, man, people are just looking at it. Let's see here. We got Eric. Thank you for tuning in, Eric. Appreciate ya. Oh, we can't get this party started without Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Thank you for tuning in, Uncle Bobby B. And speaking of which, we got Ashy, Uncle Bobby B, and Garrick all contributing to the 10K giveaway. And we're going to be talking about what they're giving away, how you can win. It's going to be a little bit different. Same concept either way, but it's just awesome. So thank you guys so much. And I'm actually in a transition of jobs, so money's a little tight right now. We're doing okay, though. And, you know, just, hey, you either... I have it as anything on liveandloudwithandy.com. If you want a kicker amphitheater, please take one. We got the IK, the ZK, the BT amphitheater Bluetooth version. We got them all. So if you want an amphitheater, let me know. And how we're going to do it is a little different where, first place gets to pick any of the prizes. And then second place, you pick what's left, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to be a little bit different, and you have a few days to enter. I will drop the link down in the chat here, but I'm going to throw that on the screen as well because I want you guys to be able to enter and get some cool stuff. And we're going to do the drawing on Friday. And every day you can actually enter. All you have to do is visit the site for when you re-enter it, and you get more points for more entries to win. So I think that's really cool, and might as well do it. All right, let me type this in here so we can put this everywhere. Living Loud with Andy giveaway. Bada bing, bada boom. And then that should be awesome. So that should push it out to YouTube and everywhere else. Thank you guys for tuning in, being here. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, cool. So where are we at here? Nick Jones, do you know when the Kicker Solo X enclosure will be released? You know, I know Todd was asking about that, and they were saying, pretty much waiting on a few details to iron out, and then it will be out. So hopefully very soon. I know the single and dual unloaded, I'm so used to saying loaded, unloaded enclosure from Kicker, the Solo X enclosure is going to be awesome, man. You know, I kind of wish they would do that for everything, you know, because sometimes you just want the box because the boxes are good. You just want the boxes. So thank you, Nick, for tuning in. Appreciate you for being here. And the link, livingloud.tv/giveaway. Thank you, Shoop Dog, for being here. Appreciate you. All right. You just got to kick the like, man. You just got to kick it. We got 43 guys in here. 25 have kicked the like. thank you for being here, guys. Cracker, thank you so much. Living Loud with Andy family, congrats on the 152 and 10K subscribers. It's really unreal, man. It is truly unreal. And both of them, I said it. I had a inkling of how loud it was going to be. I was like, it's at least a 52, and I just got that. So I am 1,000,000% fine with that. And it just demos, man. It just demos for days. And that's the difference. It's like I can just play louder longer, and it's amazing. It definitely is, man. Thank you for being here, Keith. Thank you for being here. Will, Andy knows that you just gotta look at it. You just gotta step back and look at it. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Thank you, William. Appreciate you, man. And the bass knob is doing amazing, man. Thank you so much. And it's coming in clutch to know how hot the L7X18 is getting. Jason, thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. Appreciate you. Hope you've been well. All right, let's see. We got Corbin up in here. Thank you for tuning in on the books. Appreciate ya. Ryan Wilson, is it safe to put two 3600.1 war horses on one Solo X? Well, I'm doing it, and, you know, it just always comes down to how you're playing it. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's like driving a race car. Is it safe to just redline it all the way down the turnpike, all the way to Florida? Probably not. But if you just get on it here and there, you can just totally have fun the whole way down to Florida. And that's how woofers kind of are with power handling. The RMS is technically not clamp sine wave, but that's becoming today's standard. So either way, and, you know, you could run it at 4 ohms, you can run it 2 ohms or 1 ohm on each warhorse, you know, and run 2 on a single sub. You can definitely do it. That's what I'm doing. And let me tell you, it's just enough for me. Thank you for tuning in, Ryan Wilson. That's a lot of subs. Yeah, we got a lot over here. They actually kicked too. I feel like everything's working. I'm not 100%. Okay, yep, everything's working. Everything's shaking. We got the gold letter from El Fuego. We got 2 of them here. Thank you, El Fuego, for sending those to me. And we will be shipping out your amplifier as well. We did a little swap. I was like, well, I don't need that. You don't need that. Well, we will swap. Thank you, EJ. We got Green Reaper 152 dB. Congrats. Thank you, Green. Appreciate you, man. And I'm happy with it. Period, point blank. I am happy with it. Let's see. Yes, there will be rigging. All right, so the giveaways, if you didn't already take a look at it, we're going to be giving away from Ashy, Garrick, Bobby B, and myself. And if anybody else wants to throw something in, I will just add to it. But either way, a prototype L7 from Ashy. Garrick's throwing in a custom Living Loud with Andy LAF bass knob from Barnaby, and Uncle Bobby B's thrown in a fuse holder. Who doesn't need one of those? And of course, what I'm giving away too. If you want anything from livinloudwithandy.tv, the swag shop, or if you want one of those amphitheaters over there, I'd take the amphitheater. Those are hard to find. Thank you guys for doing that. It's awesome. All right, let's see. Comments are rolling in. Definitely rigged if I ever heard it. Kyle, you're not supposed to be telling them. You're not supposed to be telling them. All right, viewers, all welcome. Thank you, Wade. Appreciate you, man. Todd, you know, he's starting to learn that you just got to look at it. You just got to look at it.
Oh, look at the eclipse. The boombox here does it. Yeah. Would you look at that?
You just got to look at it. And man, that Warhorse 10K did very well. And the power test between the two, 300 watt difference. And I don't know if that's because of the woofer, and I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to have to go over the footage some more to see my box rise and see the difference. But I just looked at watts. I was just looking at them like, okay, yeah, we got 4,300 or 3,800 on the Warhorse or vice versa, and 4,000 on the two Warhorses. So it's really the same thing and the amount of power. And I seen that in Kicker Club where someone was like, well, should I get a Warhorse 10K, the big one, or 2 of the new Warhorses? And warranty alone, because you can't, Kicker, they take care of their own, but with the Warhorse 10K being as old as it is, you could run into problems. You just could, and parts and all that fun stuff. Either way, Warhorse 3.6K, parts, warranty, no questions asked, yada, yada, yada. But their amplifiers are awesome, let me tell you. After all the tests I was doing, I went to touch to see how warm my amplifiers were, and they were barely warm. Like, just rip after rip and demo after demo. They are really efficient, and it's because I'm running them like how they're supposed to be, with good voltage, not really clipping too much, and at a safe 1 ohm, it's perfect. I love it. I really do. You do just got to look at it, man. All right, let's see. On it. Hit the like, bros. Thank you for tuning in, Dobby. He's not throwing the bucks, but he's definitely throwing the explodes. Appreciate you, Dobby. Hope you've been well, man. Put the smack down on the like. Thank you, Garrick. Is the trend kicker Xbox any good? Just a solo X, now I need a box. Okay, so the trend kicker prefab, we'll call it. So, there's nothing wrong with that box per se. And I've heard of the name of trend enclosures. It just comes down to, is that built strong enough? And also, is it designed in a way to work with that woofer? Now, with the L7X, the Solo X, I feel like there has been a few out there, other than, because Kicker didn't make one until now. So other companies were making them, and they're going to have to make them strong enough and probably just going off Kicker specs rather than just a square L7 box that might be good for an L3, an L5, an L7, an LR, an LS. You see the problem. So I feel like it should be okay. The only thing I would check out is how thick the wood is. Make sure it's at least 3/4 inch. Double baffle is a good way to look at a box to see if it's going to be strong enough, but it's not the end tail of how strong the enclosure's going to be. For instance, my L7X enclosure from SDK Enclosures is single baffled, and it doesn't flex at all. So it all depends how you build it, how big it is, and all those factors. But a trend itself, I'm not going to say they're bad, but, if you get something that's custom from, maybe somebody that doesn't mass produce enclosures, unless it's coming from Kicker, those are the ones that I would trust. Thank you, Nick Jones. Appreciate you guys. Fuego on his way. Where is El Fuego? Miguel, thank you for hanging out with us. Thoughts on L7S? So, the L7S or L7s, either one. The L7S are these guys right here. They got the blue stitch, 750 RMS for the 12, 1,000 for the 15, 600 for the 10, 450 for the 8. And, it's the tried and true square Kicker sub. It's like the first one they ever made, design, shape, power handling in a sense, other than making it better over the years. It doesn't get much better than that, man. Now, the Solo X is just a different animal. It is a different animal. And that's kind of where I didn't want to go too deep into, a video of the comparisons, because I can do that in another video. I wanted to do the SPL and not bore everybody, but the old Solo X did sound a little bit different compared to the new Solo X. And I feel like the L7S is closer to the old Solo X, kind of performance, compared to the new Solo X. The new Solo X, it's a monster, man. And if you do it right, it's gonna float some things. It's gonna be loud. Thank you, Miguel. Handy, what is the giveaway? Josh Holden, appreciate you, man. On the giveaway here, we got lots of things. Again, like I said, first place gets to pick their prize. Second place, third place, you get to pick what's left. And we got a prototype from Ashy Larry, a Kicker L7. He's still deciding what size. He's got like 6 of each. But either way, you're going to get a prototype from Kicker themselves, but he bought them. And then the custom LAF, Living Loud with Andy bass knob from Garrick. And then here we go, the Living Loud with Andy merch. Anything at the merch shop that I have, any of the swag, or if you want a Kicker amphitheater, Your choice. Fuse block from Bobby B. And the odds might be in your favor because it's rigged. So there is always that. And thank you, Josh Holden. Appreciate the comments. And, all you guys literally commenting on the videos, watching the stuff, watching the lives. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So thank you so much. Let's see. Box rise, just bolt. I mean, yes. Yeah. Just bolt it down. Won't rise anymore. You're good. The one thing with that is it's not box rise is bad. It's just it's interpreted wrong by the general public of bass heads on a budget kind of people, and it's not a set thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not, whatever. It's just how a speaker works in that enclosure, and that's it. And you can design it to do different things, but it doesn't just mean you're going to be louder if you do it a different way or have this. You might be able to make more or less power, but it all depends what you're trying to do. So, yeah, I mean, we've seen it all. The memes, everything, box rise, yes. Let's see. Yes, that is it. Warhorse versus LX3000 or whatever. Thank you, Franklin. Appreciate you. And we got something going here. Oh, there it is. It's working. It's working. We got a $5. Okay, he wants us to look at it.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
I am looking at it. Thank you, Garrick. I'm feeling so good. I got let out of the hospital at the right time before the Unmasked after show, and glad you're doing okay, man. Anytime you make a trip to the hospital, you just never know. I'm glad you're here today, and I hope you pull through with all this stuff going on with you, man. Be praying for you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for getting it kicking and making us look at it. And thank you for the giveaway stuff, man. That is awesome. I'm gonna talk to Barnaby. I'm gonna give him a personal thank you too, man. He is an awesome guy, and he if you ever got to demo the kicker cube, that build that had 40, 15-inch kickers in it. The last year was running, he made this huge bass knob. It was a clock. It was huge, but it was all made out of plexi. And it was like this. It was like steering the Titanic. It was huge. It was massive. It was awesome. And that guy is talented. So thank you for making that happen. Appreciate you, Garrick. All right, let's get back to this question here with Frank. Right. And, I touch on this a lot because it's a question where you have two different amplifiers around the same power. Like the Warhorse does, 4,500-ish watts on the dyno, give or take. And then the LX3000 does like 3,800-ish watts. So you're about 1,000 watt difference, and the price is $100. So is it worth it to pay the extra $100 for the Warhorse that might actually have less features but more power for that extra $100? So there's always that question. And I would say if you want a clip detecting additional feature amplifier that you can adjust Q factor and all those kind of fun things, I would go with the LX3000 if the 1,000 watts is not a deal breaker. Now, if you want something that's got a lot of power, it's got competition mode, you're going to be running multiple of these things, go with the Warhorse. And it has like a built-in voltmeter extendo bass knob HUD display thing, which is really cool, separate from the bass knob itself, and a lot of other features too that you can incorporate that with that. That's the Warhorse stuff. It's meant for more of like just loud, more power, big system kind of things. The LX3000 alongside with the KXA line that used to be that pretty much is more of a middle ground to high tier amplifier. And I don't know, I wouldn't say sound quality difference. I feel like that would be kind of, biased to say or just guessing. Yeah, LX sounds better. Just has more control, I think. And they both have their pros and cons. They really, really do. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I still can't believe we're over 10,000 subscribers, man. And it just booking, bro. It's booking. I mean, the Solo X18 made my channel. It made me into a kicker bass head, and now they have the new one. It's in the car, and it's loud, and you guys wanted to see it and look at it. Whew, here we go, man. I am excited. Let's see. Adrian, question, can I send two L710s at half ohm on a 2K amp? I mean, I want to do a video on that too. Pretty much showing that you can wire at like 0 ohms. Okay, we got to play the clip. We got to play the clip. You know what? I took that off because everything got reset and I still have it on there. 0 ohm, 0 ohms. And it's not per se just how low you're wiring it and just how an amplifier kind of works with the impedance curve, box rise, if you will. But can you do it? Sure, you can. And it just, you have to play it with what that woofer can handle thermally and mechanically in that enclosure with the frequencies that you're playing. And my camera just turned red. I hope it's still working. Sometimes it does that when it loses focus. I have no idea. Thank you, Adrian. On a 2K amp, think about it like this. You're probably going to be getting almost all 2,000 watts out of it being at half ohm. We'll just say it does that all day at 1 ohm. 1 to 2 ohm. So you're going to get that 1 to 2 ohm rating with music instead of the 2 to 4 ohm rating being wired at 1. So think of it like that. 1,000 to 2,000 watts. Can 210s handle that? Probably if you play it right and within reason, but just be careful. But it's nice to have all that power that you might not even need, but it's there if you need it. Thank you, Adrian. Not clipping too much, in quotes. That's it. Right, Keith, and that's a very good point. And he's saying that, if you're asking, then you shouldn't even be doing that. And that's why I try, it depends who's asking, and it's like, I want to give my answer, but then there's also the answer that they should probably do. And whenever I have somebody ask me, what should I get? And I am a noob, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Put an amplifier that's 75% the RMS of your woofer. So even when you're clipping, you never hit that thermal limit, but then you're shortening yourself of the capabilities. Obviously, you're not giving it all the power that it could handle, but then you're also not, running into a blown subwoofer. So there's that. And it's really hard to give the correct answer. It's really hard, man. Who even has an older Warhorse amp for sale? You can't just buy those. There was a guy selling one for $1,700 in Kicker Club. Well, he posted it. It's technically not supposed to sell anything, but I mean, it was pretty. And it had a plexiglass front, okay? You could see all the gigawatts in there. So there are a few. They are floating around. But yeah, again, just grab the new Warhorse. I'm telling you. Mr. McMullen, thank you for tuning in, JR, and I'm almost as loud as you, bro. Almost as loud as you. The man himself, thanks for being here, man, and thank you for taking a look at it. I was installing the Solo X and the L7X18. He's my neighbor, walked up and he was like, what is that? Would you look at it? You just got to look at it. Todd Gerhardt, thank you for hanging out with us. The Sundown EV415 says it's not recommended for a sealed box, but rather 3 cubes 35 Hz port tuning. You think it's okay in a 2.25 sealed box? That's a good question too. I know even people ask questions about putting the L7X into a sealed enclosures. I know John Myers did it. Now, if a company is telling you to put it in a ported box, I would listen to them. They designed it, and speakers, how they react on a clipple and all that other fun stuff of how they design them, it's going to react better or worse in a sealed or ported with, just all that cone control or not cone control from the port and a lot of features and physics that come into play. Can you do it? Absolutely, dude. I feel like the biggest thing why even like Kicker back in the day said not to use ported enclosures on some of their woofers, because there wasn't a subsonic, high pass, and it's just like they didn't want you to bottom out because that suspension was very soft, and they didn't want you to play way below 40 hertz with it. Did it work in a ported box? Yeah, if you played it right, anything can work, but there's going to be a little bit of performance drop, I would say, if you're going to do that in a seal box. If they're telling you port it, I would go with that. But if it works for you, it works for you. Thank you for tuning in, Todd. Good question. Man, we got a lot of new people. I love it. A lot of good questions. Thank you guys for tuning in. Most of you guys are old. I love you guys. Nick Jones, will the L7Q class come back? You know, I know they were telling Aaron to cough during the show. So I don't know, you know, and Ernie's got Easter eggs in the background all the time, you know. Just you just got to look at it. Just look for it, and that would be awesome. And I feel like just like how the Kicker Comp Q, the round one of the Q class, came back, I would think so. Thank you, Nick. Another one from Todd. Also, is it okay on a R2 750.1 amplifier in that smaller box? It's around 1.5 ohm, and the amp pushes a little over 830 at 1. And you know, whenever you're wiring a woofer, it's never going to be exactly 1 ohm or 2 ohm. Woofers, like dual 4s, are usually like 3.7 to 3.9. You wire down in parallel, you get like 2.1 or 2.2. It's never 2 on the money, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. And right, music's all over the place. I think it's a perfect combination, really. You know, and if you're right around that power handling of that woofer, and again, it works. Thank you, Todd. Okay, sub is only 500 RMS, so that's that 125%, you know, kind of like running the amplifier with the woofer kind of thing. And that's what most people do, is tell you to run about 125% of the woofer's RMS handling for the amplifier rating of where it's going to be wired at, say 1 ohm at 850 watts, 830 on there. I do agree with that. And again, with power, I love having more. I would put 1,000 watts on it, and you just have to play it within reason. But again, back to the other guy's question too. You know, it's like, we don't want to send you down the river. We don't want to send you down the river, man. Thank you, Todd. Lego sets. T. Corley, how you been, man? Andy, you have any opinions on reinforcing a box? Had it for a long time. Great custom box, but the subs are probably a little much. But I don't necessarily want to pull out the subs. Any thoughts? You know, that's a good question too. I have repaired older enclosures, even prefab enclosures, by throwing bracing in the enclosure, even though that it might be taking up more airspace than it was originally designed for. Excuse me, just to make it stronger, because if you have a weak box and that flexes, there goes all your output. And if it's other things like leaking and stuff, you know, liquid nail goes a long way too, but you got to have it where it stays together. So dowel rods, any kind of bracing, don't worry about 45s inside of an enclosure. I mean, honestly, that could be a whole video. That's a myth too, but absolutely, man. Hope you've been well. Appreciate you tuning in. How do you enter? Scrolling on the bottom, livingloud.tv/giveaway. You know, I need to pin that into the comments here. Let's see. Oh, no. I'm going to drop it again just so I can pin it again. Okay. So many things going on. I'm just glad I put everything together. I'm like, oh, my goodness. L7X18. Got to get the video out. Got to record it. Got to edit it. 10K giveaway. Oh, we can do this. All right. There we go. Living Loud with Andy giveaway. Press send. And then I'm going to pin this in the YouTube chat. Pin message. Awesome. I wish I could pin stuff on Facebook. They just won't let me. They just won't let me do it. Oh, we got stars on Facebook though from Eddie St. Roman. Appreciate you for that. I need to what is 20 stars? Is that, I think that's a few pennies, right? Or at least that's at least $1. That's at least $1.
Because we don't want you to blow it up. So turn the gain down, Andy.
Appreciate you. And that's Eddie right there, man. And thank you for the stars. And that is how you enter again. livingloud.tv. But every day, and I don't know how it works, if it's 12 p.m. Central Time or what, but if you go and enter, get 100 bonus entries for completing every action. That's a given. So when you do all those, you get more rigged entries. And then here's your daily entry until Friday. So you can keep entering every day, and all that's going to do is just take you to livingloud.tv. That's all it's going to do. But just so that you guys could enter every day. Appreciate you guys, and just giving back to the community and from the community itself. You guys are awesome. The pillars of this channel, you guys are all still here, and I love you for it. And Kicker appreciate all the support as well, too. You know, I mean, I got to thank them as well. Got to. Let's see. Overkill Customs, thanks for tuning in. What's the status of Solo X18 SPL? Okay, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it because I already had it queued up over here. And we're going to look at it. And I'm going to pause when I want, but we're going to look at this. Let's take a look at this. You want to see the status? Well, let's go. We had to come out all the way to the middle of nowhere. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's because I'm doing too many things. I had Kicker on, and I muted it. That's how I do it. Because I'm Fonse. We got to get this intro here. We got to get it. We had to come out all the way to the middle of nowhere to SPL test the brand new L7X18. I'll let you look at the beam footage. It's already going, Todd, all week long. Pinned in the comments section on YouTube. It should be pinned on the top. Thank you, James. I had to include that. You got it, babe. You got it. I had to. With the old Solo X, it did really good numbers. I was able to get 150.5 dBs on 2600-ish watts, and when I had the Warhorse 10K hooked up to it, I got 151.5. The biggest takeaway of that, yes, it did really good, but I could not give out demos at that level. The woofer would just blow up probably within 30 to 40 seconds. Thank you, Trey. So what I did was Kicker came out with the brand new Warhorses, the 3.6Ks, and I put one on each coil, so 2 ohms on each amp, and I was getting around 1300 to 2500 watts musically each amplifier. And having that set up, it was able to withstand that amount of power and be able to demo. But full tilt burp, it only did a 150.5. I did not clamp this yet, but I can hear a significant difference between the two in output. So given that the L7X18 comes in a dual 1 version, I figured that would be the best way to just have all the power out of the amplifiers and give the L7X anything that it wants and then some. And let me tell you, it can handle that power a lot longer. It is night and day the difference between the two of the old Solo X18 and the new Solo X18. Let's fire up this cookie and we're gonna meter it and see the difference between the old Solo X18 versus the new. Let's find out.
118, and this is temporal experiment number 1.
I'm gonna see if it's as loud as the old one on the same power. I'm gonna try to stay around 2500 watts and see if we can get that 150.5. But before we do that, we need to find the peak because I feel like it's a little bit different now. When you do a sweep, do it nice and slow so you get accurate results. Door open. I wanted to show the entire footage of the peak, but it takes a while. You know, it's a lot of ups and downs of different power outputs. I feel like that's a whole video I need to do in the future is how to find your peak, SPL, that kind of fun stuff. Because it's interesting. It really is, man. I could sit there all day and test. I can't. I need to get that Volvo running so I could do a lot of SPL testing. I got the spot to do it, and our peak is definitely at 35 hertz. Now that can change with even more power applied, but let's start there. Oh, I can't throw that there. We need to look at it. That was pretty close. I seen the 150.5 on around 2,500 watts. I mean, honestly, that's pretty on par with the old Solo X18. I'm fine with that, and this one can handle more power, and we have a lot more power. So let's find out how loud this thing can get. A 151.95 on 4,064 watts. That's the loudest score I've ever had in this car. Again, with the old Warhorse, old Solo X18, a 151.5. But I couldn't handle it. Let's see if there's anything else. I want to get a 52, and I didn't do anything with the box. I didn't move it around. It's just where it's at, not bolted down. So that is awesome. Almost that's a 152. I am fine with that. Thanks for tuning in, Trey. Thank you for subscribing. I'll pin that. Oh yes, a 152 on the money, 4,024 watts.
Maybe blue, but it's the bomb.
Slid the box up 2 inches. We got the 152. I am done. I'm happy. I'm fine with that. That is freaking awesome. Kicker way to go. And this thing can just handle that power for a while, a long time. And that's literally right on the money. 152 dB. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten that accurate, like on a meter. Like, it's never been flat like that. Like 0, 0. That's crazy. Let's listen to it. Gotta look at it, but you gotta listen to it. Dude, it's just floating both windows now, like not even drying. I love it. Light bags, but I mean, come on, man. It's moving air. It's moving air. Holy moly, a 152. That is, it's crazy. It is crazy, but I wanted, oh my God. Already, get out of here. Wanted to share that live with you guys. If you want to watch the entire video, that's pretty much the entire video. I just kind of like, you know, ending statements. But man, that was fun to shoot, fun to film, and I try to get that out as soon as I could. That video's still going, and we're going to be doing more SPL, not more SPL tests, but more like, you know, comparisons. And I will try to do, in a little bit of time here, to do a RMS power handling test on the L7X. I know Aaron talks about 2,000 watts for days on Pink Noise, but can it take 2,000 watts with DJ Rusticles? Just let's see how long it goes for. I'm going to try not to blow it, but I have a feeling it's going to be able to do the Parker test. The Parker test is what? 2,000 on music, and yeah, just constant sine wave. I know he actually did a Solo X, but I want to do it too. I need to do it. We have a few pinned comments here, and then we're going to keep going. This one right here, Josh Holden, again, on YouTube. It should be pinned on YouTube. LivinLoud.tv. Is it still there? Yeah, I think it's still there. LivinLoud.tv/giveaway, and that is how you enter, and you can enter every day. I was going to do it in one day. I'm like, you know what? Ashy is giving away a prototype. Garrick's giving away a custom LAF, LLWA bass knob, and then Uncle Bobby B with his fuse block. And I mean, my little things, but that's nothing compared to a prototype. That is nothing compared to a prototype from Kicker. Like, that is priceless. You can't just buy one, you know? Like, you just can't. Trey Bell, again, thank you for tuning in, man. I have 2 Kicker CVX powered by the CXA 1800 0.1, absolutely love it. Tremendous bass. And you know what? I've never had a CVX. I want a CVX. It's just the L7S over here, but it's a circle. It's round. It's like the Kicker Comp Q round version rather than the Q class L7. So I've always wanted one, and that's a perfect match with the 1800.1. Really is. Really is. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for tuning in. We are up to 10,276 subscribers. That is just insane in the membrane. Usually it would pop up all the time when someone subscribes here, but it just keeps going up and it's not even showing. It's probably because they're not subscribing on the live stream. But either way, oh my God, I am so happy, man. I am so happy. 10,000 subscribers. Another one here, Shannon. I had to throw you in a video there, man. Crazy work, 152 dBs. And, you know, like I said in the video, I did a 151.5 on the old one. Same frequency-ish, same power-ish, but it couldn't just... When I was doing those demos, floating the bags and just, you know, having fun, that was full rip. Like, that was all the 4,000 watts, just full tilt boogieing, and it didn't just blow up. Whenever I first hooked up the 10K Warhorse, the big one, I blew it within 2 days, and I was giving my dad a demo, and it just went. Or no, it was going, it got really, really, really stinky, really, really fast, and I was like, whoa! And then I went to take it out to meter it, and then I tried to meter it, and it got up to like a 150.3 and blew up. It literally blew up, and I'm like, that's it. You know, I go back, darn it, like, done, you know? I had another one, so I put the other one in, and then that's how I got the 51.5, but I was very delicate with it, and the old Warhorse, I mean, you could probably do it with your gain too, but I liked it. They had a RMS limiter in there, and for Slamology, it was at 30%. It was at 30%. And, you know, I still had to be careful. The old Solo X versus the new Solo X and power handling is redonkulous. It is that much of a difference. It really is. Thank you, Cody Miller, for subscribing. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I thought I turned up the audio on that for the things. It's supposed to go, ba-ding. Let me see here. Scrolling down, good old Streamlabs, being Streamlabs here. We need the alert box. Where is the alert box? We need the alert. Aha, there we go. We need to turn this up a little bit. I can't even hear it. Okay, there we go. Someone else subscribes. Just go bing. All right, cool. Kyle, Loctite works. Yes, it does work. Don't use it on your recones. El Fuego, again, man, thank you for the these guys right here. Just look at them. Hold on, let's zoom in real fast here, and then we can move down. Don't look at the beard. The beard is weird. But El Fuego sent me these. These are, okay, you can look at the beard. You're going to have to look at the beard. These are, let's see. There we go. Closer, farther, closer. Okay. These are the Kicker gold letters back from the 80s. OG 8-inch subwoofers. These things are awesome. They're cute. Just look at them. Look at the 8. Then there's the 15 down there for Mike, which I still need to do a comparison video between the two. I was going to do a comparison with the 10s, and I'm like, wait a minute. These are 8s. They're not 10s. I don't have an 8. They don't make an 8-inch Kicker gold of the new versions. But either way, thank you, El Fuego, for sending those to me. And I told Kayla, I'm like, I'm sorry. I've been on a better schedule, not going to bed at 4 a.m. every night. And the past 2 nights to get that stuff done, it was like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And I'm like, I don't like this, but this is the L7X18. This is very close to me. And we need to get this out. And usually I get the products a little ahead of time, so I didn't on this one. I'm like, okay, full tilt boogie, no problem. Gotcha. We're going to get it out. No problemo. Whoa, thank you, EJ. Appreciate you. SPL version of the Solo X. Oh, well, I don't know about that one, Jason. I don't know about that one. Basehead 30, thank you for tuning in on Kicker. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys are awesome. 48 minutes into the live. I'm going to try to catch up on the comments, and then we're going to end it, but make sure you tune in Friday for the giveaway and enter the giveaway every day. Like I said, every day. livingloud.tv/giveaway. Enter every day to get more entries. Andy's bride might be stronger than him. I know, with Kayla, the grunt. That is going to be the grunt that was heard around the world. It really is. That is a 73-pound Solo X18 that she is picking up. She is no wussy. She is no wussy. Not SJC, SLC, like the live on TikTok, appreciate ya. And there's SJC, would you look at that? Sup fam, green team, 14-4, 10-9 crew, and our boy Andy just ordered your t-shirt during the Unmasked show. I've been trying, it was 4:15 in the morning, I'm like, I can't do it tonight. I just can't do it. I keep forgetting, edit video, photography, cameras, microphones. Woo, it's been a fun weekend. Welding, roller skating, and Solo X SPL testing. Yes, it's been crazy. And man, I love doing it, and I never want to stop doing it. And you guys tuning in, liking, sharing, commenting, everything, man. You guys keep the channel going. And SJC, he got the computer kicking. Rigged, of course. Thank you for tuning in, Jeff. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Jason Grant, Andy's enthusiasm is infectious. Got me wanting to go out and tweak my subs in the rain. Hey, you know what? It's an addiction, but it's a good addiction. And thanks, man. That means a lot. I'm the same way, too, man. I'll be listening to something or whatever, and it's like, oh, man, now I want to go do that. And thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Vance Freeze has been a Green Team member for 1 month. Well, I think we hit 50 viewers on the live tonight. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give away 5. Well, that's on the other computer. We've got 2 computers for the live stream here. I'm going to get 5 members since we hit 50 viewers on the live. I'm going to try to do that every time we hit 50 viewers. And there we go. Awesome. Now I got to go on this computer here. Look at that. I got the kicker kicking. Would you look at that? What size is the prototype kicker L7 sub? I will have the pictures and everything ready on Friday when we actually draw the winner. But what I'm going to do is keep it going for the Friday show and then draw the winners like how I normally do for every Kicking with Andy. Like, it's not predetermined. It's not that rigged. So we'll do it live, and I will get some pictures for you guys, and we'll show everything when it's good. Thank you, Josh. SJC Fuego, need the right stuff. Josh Holden says, I have an empty L7 single 12 box I can put an L7 sub into, man. You know, it's nice having extra enclosures. I don't get rid of them. You never know when you might need it, man. Yes, we don't. He has, I think he was telling me an 8, a 10, a 12, maybe a 15. I don't know. So I will let you guys know. Let's see, but it's a prototype regardless. And Praisinator is next to hit 152 dB with the D218 Trinity. And it's doable, man. And I feel like with your hatchback vehicle, with your enclosure and your sub and the power, you should be close, if not more, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you so much, buddy. Is it still cold down under? Of course it is. Jesse, oh man, another Cookie Monster guy, man. He's got a Ford Focus Cookie Monster car. That is awesome. Thanks for tuning in, man. And I think he's almost doing a 50 or doing a 50, man. He's loud too, man. Cookies be kicking. They be kicking, bro. Always kicking. Let's see. It's Mobile Mechanic. I hit 148.5 clamp, 1280 watts on my one Resilient Sound Platts 18. I was super surprised, and you know what I mean, like, it's for that amount of power too, that is efficient, and it all comes down to how you design it, what your expectations are, and vehicle too. How much cabin are you trying to fill up with bass? If it's a smaller car, you would think it's easier, but not all the time, and it all depends what you're trying to do, man. That is awesome, Mobile Mechanic. Thank you for hanging out. We got Justin, DIY audio guy here. Fun times. And another channel you got to check out is his. Talk about quality content. You know, I look at other YouTubers, yet you got to. And this guy is one of the ones where you're going to get quality content from. So appreciate all the effort that you put into everything. And honestly, he's just here for the outro music. I mean, it is kicking. It is kicking. I understand. Let's see. Thank you, El Fuego. Thank you, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is this real? Eddie sent another 20. Oh, thank you for the stars, man. I'm gonna have to make a star super chat thing because we just don't have one. We got a lot of look at it's. We got that. Oh yeah, we'll do this one.
Oh, look at that.
Aaron, man, he was looking at it. You just gotta look at it, man. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you for the stars. And Facebook's doing good too, man. It is clipping and kicking. Both of them. YouTube, Facebook, it's doing great, man. It's doing great. V5 Thumb is tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. El Fuego, he is the fire. He is the fire. It is, I mean, it's that's what it means. It's fire. Yes. All right, cool. Again, yes. I think I covered mostly everything. Giveaway, Celox 18, 152, 10,000 subscribers, tune in Friday, Kicking with Andy on Tuesday. I think that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Again, enter the giveaway every day. You get 200 more entries. You know, you get like maybe like 500-600 per time you enter. But either way, you get more chances to win. And yes, we will have all the pictures, all the prizes, and if anybody wants to add anything more, email me at livingloudwithandy@gmail.com or Facebook, you know, wherever you can find me. Patreon, the whole nine. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Thank you for watching the Kicker Unmasked show. Amazing job, Aaron and Jacob, Ernie, Colin, the crew, JW. Steve, hope you're feeling better, man. And everybody at Kicker, awesome job. And I will see you guys Friday. And as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, wait a minute. No. We got to look at it first. We got to look at it first.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
Making us look at it. Thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. And you got to check out his channel too, man. Just take a look at it. Appreciate you guys. This time for real. Love you. And stay living loud. I got to say it. You can't not say it. See you guys. I love every single one of them too, man. They made this channel, man. They really did.
Okay.
I was gonna ask Ernie, but
Kicking it with
that's
Andy,
okay.
right?
That's okay.
You know what that
Kicking it with
means.
Andy next
We
Tuesday.
living loud.
Thank you for tuning in, man. We got a lot of new people. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. There he is. DIY audio guy says it's time to dance. SJC says it's time to dance. So it is time to dance. And you speak his name 3 times, he appears. There he is. Love you guys. 10,000 subscribers. 3 years of streaming. I appreciate all you guys, man. I really do. There's Josh Holden's name and the green team. All you guys that support the channel and literally keep the kicker kicking. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. 10,000 subscribers, 3 years of live streaming. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. We just would not be here. Uh-oh. I think Cornut is... Oh, there he is. There he is. The new time delay, it's got him. He's like, wait. He's already there? Oh, no. But then we got one from, wait a minute. That already automatically threw up Cornut, but we got Jason Grant coming in with a $10 super chat. Congrats on the 10K. That's a $20 super chat. Are you kidding me? That is a $20 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
You
Thank you,
kickers.
Jason Grant. Thank you, Cornut.
Difference maker.
Thank you, everybody, for always tuning in. Love you guys, and I will see you on Friday. Enter the giveaway, and we dance.